What if I told you there's a business where your only product is heat? No customers, no marketing, no sales calls, just machines, screaming fans, and a power bill that could fund a small country. Bitcoin mining looks insane from the outside. Rows of computers burning through electricity just to solve math problems nobody asked for. But strip away the noise, and underneath is one of the strangest, brutal economic machines on the planet. One where the difference between a fortune and total ruin comes down to a single number on your electricity bill. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how that number decides everything. Credibility. I've spent time digging through the numbers real mining operations run on. The power contracts, the hardware costs, the razor-thin margins that most people never see past the hype. And here's the thing. Bitcoin mining isn't really a tech business, an energy arbitrage business that happens to use computers. Once you see it that way, the whole industry starts making sense. So let's break down exactly how a Bitcoin mine actually makes, or loses, money. Point 3. Main content. Point 1. Mining is a race, not a calculation. Here's what most people get wrong. A Bitcoin miner isn't solving a puzzle like a math problem with one right answer. Every miner on the network is guessing random numbers over and over, trying to be the first to guess correctly. Whoever guesses first gets the reward. Everyone else, every single machine that guessed wrong, just burned electricity for nothing. That's the entire business model. You're not being paid for computation. You're being paid for a chance at computation. That changes everything about how you think about costs. Point 2. Your real product is cheap electricity. Here's the part that surprises people. The hardware isn't really what makes a mine profitable. It's the price you pay per kilowatt hour. Two miners can run the exact same machines. One pays 3 cents per kilowatt hour because it's next to a hydroelectric dam or capturing flared natural gas. The other pays 12 cents because they're just plugged into the regular grid. The first miner is wildly profitable. The second miner is bleeding money every single day, even with identical equipment. This is why serious mining operations chase stranded energy. Power that's cheap because nobody else wants it. Excess hydro in rainy season. Flared gas at oil fields. Curtailed wind power at 3 a.m. when the grid doesn't need it. Bitcoin mining turns wasted electricity nobody can use into cash. That's the entire game. Point 3. Hardware decays fast, and it decays on purpose. Mining rigs, called ASICs, are built for one job only. And every few years, newer, more efficient machines come out that do the same job using less electricity. That means your $3,000 mining rig doesn't just wear out physically, it becomes economically obsolete. A newer machine using half the power for the same output makes your rig unprofitable long before it actually breaks. This is why miners talk about hardware in terms of efficiency, measured in joules per terahash. Basically, how much electricity it takes to make one guess, chase efficiency, or get priced out by everyone who did. Point 4. Difficulty always adjusts against you. Here's the twist nobody warns you about. Bitcoin automatically adjusts how hard the puzzle is, roughly every 2 weeks based on how much total computing power is competing. More miners join. The puzzle gets harder. Your machine's share of the rewards shrinks, even if you didn't change anything. It's a system deliberately designed so no single miner can dominate forever. This means standing still is actually falling behind. Your profitability is constantly being eaten by every new competitor plugging in around the world. Point 5. The halving cuts your revenue overnight every 4 years. Bitcoin's reward for winning the race gets cut in half, instantly. No warning period, no negotiation. One day you're earning a certain amount of Bitcoin per block, the next day it's exactly half. Miners who were barely profitable before the halving often get wiped out completely the moment it happens. Only the operations with the cheapest electricity and the most efficient machines survive. This is why the mining industry goes through brutal shakeouts every 4 years. Weaker players shut down, and their machines often get bought for pennies by whoever's left standing. Point 6. Bitcoin's price is the wild card that changes everything, every calculation we just went through. Electricity costs, hardware efficiency, difficulty, all of it gets multiplied by one final variable. What Bitcoin is actually worth in dollars that day. A mine that's comfortably profitable at a high Bitcoin price can flip to losing money overnight if the price crashes. This is why miners don't just watch electricity prices. They watch Bitcoin's price like their entire business depends on it. Because it does. Let's lock this in. Mining is a race where losers still pay the electricity bill. Cheap power beats fancy hardware every time. Machines become obsolete fast. Difficulty rises automatically to punish standing still. The halving slashes revenue overnight. Bitcoin's price multiplies every single outcome, good or bad. If this gave you a real look behind the noise, hit subscribe. I break down how these hidden money systems actually work every week. And if you want to go deeper, actual spreadsheets, real break-even calculators, the exact numbers professional mining operations use to decide whether a site is worth building, that's exactly what's inside your product's offer name. It's built for anyone who wants to understand the real economics before risking real money. Below. I'll see you in the next one.